wonderful people. Welcome to episode 22nd of Unspoken Experiences. This is our 22nd week of Unspoken Experiences, and remember, these experiences are not meant to give you any sort of advice on what you should do, what you can do, and how you can change your course of life. These experiences are not meant for that. The aim of these experiences are just to give you a ray of hope that if we are dealing with a tough time, there will come a time when all these will make sense, and you will come out of it a more stronger than ever before. So just take these experiences as some sort of anchor you can, if that can help, but not any sort of advice. So today also we have a very special guest, and I'm sure you will be learning a lot from her experiences, because it's a very special experience of motherhood. Let me listen to this experience from her itself, and she's here. Let me take her to the live. And the invite. Hi, Shweta. Oh, I think she got disconnected. Let me invite her again. Oh, yes. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too.
Yes.
So, would you like to introduce yourself to everyone?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Shweta here, this side, and I'm basically a yoga trainer. I train prenatal and postnatal delivery. I mean, the ladies who are supposed to be in post delivery is what those ladies, to lose weight or to feel good. I train them. Apart from that, I train preschool teachers. So that's my main job. That's me.
That's
And I'm,
wonderful.
yeah.
You were saying something.
Yes, I'm a mother of two. That's one of my mother-in-laws.
That's the special one.
Yeah, that's a special one.
So, what is the experience you will be sharing with us today?
Yes, today I'm here to talk about mother and motherhood, which is a beautiful journey in a woman's life. I mean, it's a three-letter word, but adds a lot of meaning, to one's life. So I'm here to share my journey of motherhood and how it went and how I overcame it, certain, challenges in my life. That's how it is. Yeah.
Right. So, what were the challenges that has been the most tough for you, and how did you overcome those? What all you did to help yourself?
Yeah, see, let me start from, from the beginning. The thing was, I always grew up in a joint family. We were like around 13 kids, and it was very, we always used to, stay with our cousins, and we hardly spent some time with our parents. So we used to do a lot of musties and, naughty things, and literally. And by the time they find out which pair has done, so like me and my cousin were of the same age, so hardly we had 4 5 months difference. So that's the way the pattern went. So by the time they had decided, okay, this is A, B, C, so that's how they had divided us. So by the time they found out who, it was very challenging. There was already another new problem arrived. So that is how it was.
Hmm.
So I always enjoyed being with kids. So I had my younger siblings and all those things. So always I was like the motherly kind of thing for them. So always, my grandmom used to tell me, you are very lucky and you're going to be a very good mother. So at that point of time, I didn't understand what is that word mother. So I said, I already have a mom. Why should I be a mother again? So she said, no, you're always guiding your sister or your brother. So that is kind of, a motherly thing. So that is how it used to be. And I grew up in that environment and it went like that. It slowly so happened, I started enjoying with kids more. So they were, and my dad played again a major role. So he wanted us to know the importance of life. He always took us for special occasion to orphanage, and we used to, donate books, clothes, and all. And we used to again sit with those kids and eat food, play with them, and also we knew the importance of life. So every year, even now, I make it a point. It's my birthday, my son's, or our special occasions again. So that is how it has been. And later on, it became so important for me. I started reading a lot of books and articles about, upbringing of kids and being with kids, early childhood education and all. So, as a teenager or, in this youth, you will always find more of pictures of Shah Rukh Khan, Amir Khan, or any famous personality. But my room was always with kids. I had always had cute babies photos. When my dad used to give me like that 100 rupees pocket money for the month, I used to literally learn to a poster guy. I mean, like, when we were like in my 20s, so I used to, we used to find all these posters on the footpath. So I used to tell him, Bhaiya, remove this, I want this. He's like, Arey, madam, everyone buys Shah Rukh Khan, Amir Khan. Why are you behind the kids? I said, no, I want it. So, my room was full of kids' posters, and every day morning it was like one kid saying, good morning, wake up, and all. Those were the things I do. And, and I was always in that Bollywood and fantasy world. Okay, this is how my life is going to be. There's a prince who's going to come, Prince Charming, and I'm the queen, and that's how it went. Then I got married, everything, and we moved abroad. So I was expecting my first one. But unfortunately, when I was traveling in my fourth or fifth month, I was back to India because we knew nothing in Europe. So over there, the medical fraternity is completely different. So you need to take appointments and all. It's not like the way it happens in India. So we decided that I would come back, I will have my delivery over here. But unfortunately, I lost my first one because the flight was not landed properly. The journey started then from there. So when this incident happened, everyone was like, sorry. There was kind of sympathy. Okay, oh, this girl lost a kid. She's lost. But no one understood what I was undergoing. When I tried talking to my mom, she just hugged me and said, it's okay. This happens to certain ladies. So it's fine. My mother said it's a part of it. So it's just let go it. No one even bothered to understand. And even I didn't have my partner next to me because he was over there in Paris. So it was very challenging to accept that. When I saw other kids or when I saw a mother playing with the kid, it became very difficult for me to accept. And slowly, time, as they say, time is a healer. It slowly started healing and concentrating on few things. Again, I became a mother. At that point of time, it so happened like I was so excited that I'm becoming a mother. But again, circumstances, people around me were scared because already I lost my first. So they were like, when I used to eat something, when I had craving for something, they're like, no, you can't eat spice because the baby will not have hair. You can't have too much of it. Maybe the baby might start coughing. You can't have outside food like pizzas, pastas, or pani puri also. It's not good for kids. So it was always the kid. No one even bothered to understand what. So if you want to pick up a dress, they're like, Arey yaar, I think now it's not going to fit you. So, just give it another year and then you pick up something like this. And when I used to go out, people used to observe me like, oh God. It literally became like a disease for me. It's like how, a cancer or a diabetic patient has it. This is how it was for me. No one understood. Even I didn't make an effort to understand what it is. So slowly, I started getting into the show. And I was very rebellious that I okay, my in-laws had their own reasons why they wanted to have a boy. I mean, it was not explained to me. So I even more rebellious way. I said, no, I'm going to see to that I have a girl. But now I feel it's very stupid because it's not in my hand or it's my husband. That me having a daughter or a son. So that is how it. Then the day arrived, then my son was born. It was like in the OT when after I heard his cry first time, I asked the gynec, oh, which baby can I know? She said, congrats, it's a boy. It was like my world is over. It's end. There is nothing beyond this. And I've always believed that when you really want something, and you wish really hard for it, even the universe comes together to have this. Okay. This was very, very, very difficult for me. I remember my gynec, she stopped putting because I had a C-section. She didn't even put the stitches. next to me, she held my hand and said, "It's okay, dear. You still have another chance." But I was like, "No, it's over." I mean, like, why me? Everything happened all of a sudden. I lost my husband, and now it's a boy. Why? So these were the questions for me, and no one bothered to answer. So after 2 hours or 3 hours of my delivery, that was when I saw my child's face, and the nurse came and gave it to me. I didn't enjoy it. To be very honest, I didn't enjoy it. I felt, why? I don't like this baby, but why should I do this? Why should I even hold this child? That was the thing. But everyone around me was so happy. My husband was happy. My mother was happy. Everyone were like, just coming and hugging me and saying congrats and everything. But I was like, no, I'm not happy about it. So things went like that. And it also so happened, I couldn't lactate my child. I mean, most, out of 100%, I think around 20 or 30% of the ladies would not be able to lactate due to, again, their own health issues or medical issues or anything of such. So then again, people started asking me why. I didn't have an answer why I'm not able to lactate the child. I mean, it's natural, it comes, but I don't know why. My mom is always telling me, you're taking too much to heart, you're taking too much, that's why you're not able to lactate. Just peace and calm, and you will be able to do. I'm like, no. And and whenever I wanted to talk to someone, to my loved ones or my friends, and they always said, right, your friends understand you better than your family. Even friends don't have time, and I don't blame them at all. Everyone has their own point of view in life. They get busy. Always, that's how it has been. I used to call my friends. They're like, "Arya, all the weekend I'm going to talk to you." I used to call my husband. He's like, he has just started his job. So there is again he has to build that trust and everything. So he was also naturally busy. Mom was busy attending guests, and dad was just running around, and my brother and sister also were busy. It was more of that way for me. I feel like no one has the time for me, and even anyone used to come, they were like, "Oh, hi, how are you? You're fine? Okay, it's fine." They used to carry the baby and go out of the room. So no one even bothered asking, how are you? What is that you're feeling? Are you hungry? Do you want? And if I eat something, they used to like make fun of me. You're eating so much, just like you just finished, you're having so much. I mean, I know it's already people have delivered. My mom has delivered. My mother has done. They knew it was, this is what the lady under she lactated, so naturally she would be hungry. So when I told this to Gynec, she said, even it's okay, but you keep you're healthy, the baby is healthy. None of these things I realized. I slowly started becoming even more, became very arrogant. Had a lot of attitude problem at that point of time. I never understood any of these things. Okay, though I knew what it is, but I was not in a state of mind also to understand. It was lot. I used to cry in the night. I used to went out, and my mom used to say, never do that because you are the creator. You are the Brahma, right? You're creating whatever you think, whatever you passing, to the baby. Don't. I was never like this, and to just add on to this, also my gynec used to tell me a lot. Talk to your child. The connection happens in the womb itself. So I was just not ready to do any of these things. So I remember, I think when I was in my eighth month, we traveled. Okay, so we traveled, and at that point of time, I didn't have movement for quite a some time. Then she said, okay, we have to do a particular scan and see how is the heartbeat of the baby, or is the baby new, or else we'll have to go for a C-section. At that point of time, I was so scared to get my body cut and get the baby. So I wanted a normal delivery. So then that was the time for half an hour, they hardly saw movements. They waited for another hour, there was no movement. At one point of time, I just touched my stomach and said, Mama's body is very fragile. Okay? And today, if you don't move, they will cut Mama's body and get you out. Okay, I don't want that to happen to Mama. Okay. And at that moment, it just like the graph went up and down, up and down, up and down. And he was like moving too much. The doctor was surprised. How come like, for the past 1.5 hours we are seeing and nothing has happened? And suddenly, so that was the bond. It started from there. I think throughout my 9 months, it was only that moment I enjoyed. Okay. So all these thoughts running in my mind. Why? How? I went into depression. I feel like ending my life because I felt I'm not lactating my baby. So I'm no use to my child. My husband is not happy. That's why he's kept himself busy. I started thinking a lot of negativity, which was not real. Okay, these all things. I don't think my in-laws like me anymore. My parents don't like me anymore, so they've got me married, so their job is done. My sister and my brother don't have time for me. No one needs me. I mean, I'm just like a human being, which I have to live. I have to lead my life. So my mom used to again, she used to take care because she was like feeling okay, it's okay. Kid is important. I'm very special to them. So again, my kid is very important. So my mom, from grandmom, she took the mother's role. So she used to feed him in the bottle. She used to keep him in the night next to him. This is how my parents played a very important role in my son's life. Uh, And again, my sister, once he was around 8 months or something, my sister and my brother started taking care of him. They had their school. So I used to leave him in the school and go. And so happened that my husband will travel. He travels a lot. So he traveled, and I felt he's not there. So what's the use? I'm not able to lactate the child. I'm no use. My mom is taking care of my kid. My father is taking care. My sister is there. When my family is there, why should I be? I started looking out for jobs. Okay, and people around me were very surprised. What's wrong with her? She's just 5 months, and the baby is 5 months. You just can't go. And it was not that I taken a maternity leave or something. And I started fresh. Okay. So
Hmm.
this is how it was. It was really tough for me. I mean, words fall really short to even explain to you what I underwent. Okay, it was that way for me. I felt alone. I felt very irritated. I used to shout at people. I mean, my niece was just 1 year old, so I used to like literally, raise my hand, voice on her. She just started going away from me. Then no one spoke to me because they knew, okay, if I talk to this girl, she's going to shout at us. So it's better we don't talk. And no one even bothered to address at that point of time, or maybe even they didn't know how to handle the situation. I got into job, and people thought I'm very rude as a HR, good to be as a HR and all those things. It so happened that since I was in the HR and I was in the event, arranging the events and all, there was one mental awareness camp. Okay, and then one of my friends said, "Hey, why don't you go and attend that?" I said, "Are you mad? you, am I a psycho? Why would I go and do this?" He's like, "No, just attend. It's up to you. Okay, just see how it works." This lady came there. She gave a lot of information how it works, how mental health supports anybody, and they made it very clear to all of us that whatever you discuss would be with us. We would not tell to anyone. You can trust us on this. We are not even going to ask you your name. We work with a lot of companies, and I'm not going to disclose that. I'm not going to tell which company also you're from. Okay, so please take a step forward. You want to talk about your boss talk. You want to talk about your families, your wife, your husband, your kids, anything under, please come forward and speak to us. So I thought it's like, something, just a gimmick, marketing gimmick or something. And I just took their card and went. It so happened one day I wanted to talk to my husband about something, and he was traveling. So he was in Sweden at that point in time. On an office work, he had to travel. His mobile was not reachable, but he had dropped me a message. This is happening. So I won't be able to get in touch with you. I will call you once I reach. I'm safe. Don't worry, I'm safe. I felt very, I said, what the hell? I'm his wife. I'm his mother of his kid. Why isn't he even bothered to? At least he could have picked up a call. When he has time to message, then he has the time to call me up. Okay,
Yeah,
that was the for me.
the thought process starts
Again, the thought process started.
running.
It really went in a different direction. Okay, maybe he's looking out for someone else. I'm no more
Hmm.
important. All these, which was really not. It was more of a kind of, how do I say? It's like hallucination kind of thing. I can say. I can visualize him with another lady. I can visualize
Like
my child with
connecting
another
with
mother.
things, events not true.
Yeah, that is how it started becoming. Okay, so this, I just took out my purse and the card. I said, okay, let me give it a shot. Let me, and I called. I told her hello, and she said, yes, ma'am, how can I help? I said, see, I'm here to talk. I'm not going to disclose my name. I'm not going to tell you my company's name. And I'm not going to tell you where from how I got your number. Absolutely fine. Take it slow. Okay. I don't even want to ask you your name. Nor do I want to share my name. So you can talk to me openly, vent out. You don't vent out. You want to shout at me, please go ahead. I'm okay with it. but I want you to be fine, okay? And I'm not telling you're mentally ill or mentally sick, okay? But it's just that I'm here as a friend. You can address me as Saki, and I will also address you back as Saki. So this happened that night. I think the call started around 11 o'clock. It went on. I went on talking. Then she started asking me my childhood days. She started talking to me how I felt and why I liked kids and why was I wanted a daughter. Then I said, see, I'm a girl who would always give importance to dressing and I enjoy dressing. So it's very nice, to get a girl dress, especially these small kids. It's very sweet and they have an attachment towards always girls say mama papa no matter we get married and we go we always think of our parents and then our in-laws. That's how it has always been. She said, it's okay. So she's like, you have a son? I said, yes, I have a son. She said, it's okay. So this call went till 3 in the morning. Okay, I spoke to her. I felt really good. And after that, I went to bed. Morning, I don't know what I spoke to her. I had informed her. Then I was thinking, oh God, she will call up my manager and tell me all this that I'm not mentally stable and they might remove me from my job and all. All this again, this thought process started again in me. I told then next day I didn't want to go to work. I said, no, I'm not going to work because I'm sure this lady would have called up. She would have had my number. She will pick it up because we have to register and all. Said one day passed by, 2 days. But then why am I feeling so ashamed about it? It's okay. This is what I've undergone. And I'm not blaming anybody for this. I'm not making my in-laws bad, husband bad, my family bad, anybody bad over there. I have spoken, so let me go. Okay. So I went, then I was fine. No one even bothered to talk to me about it. Days passed by. Then I felt really fine, so they would not share. So slowly again, this call started. Lucky, the same lady came up. Okay. So the call continued. It really took me, and in this span of time, never ever, I enjoyed being a mother, to be very honest with you. I never liked my son. I know it's very hard to tell this. Um, Tomorrow, even I have decided to make it a point that I will discuss this with my son. This was the thing I underwent, and since he was staying with my sister and brother-in-law, so when me and my sister used to walk, we look alike. Okay, so he used to always run to my sister, he used to hug my sister, and she used to feel very happy about it. Or when it was again in the night, we used to see to his basic needs are taken care of, his food and other things. And after that, he used to just get down from my lap, go and sleep on my dad's lap, or be with my mom. So I felt my job. The thing is now since I've been in birth, this is my thing. Slowly, this it became more. It started increasing, and it also so happened that he's not eat from my hand. He's to eat from my mom's hand. He's to enjoy what mama is to cook, what she's to eat, and all those things. So that is how it went. After 2 years, after all this counseling session for 2 long years, I think on my son's second year birthday, I accepted the fact it's my son, it's my child, it's I have given this life, I have created this. And very beautifully, this counselor told me, few people can create. One is Mother Earth. She's created a lot for all of us, and it's second it's you. And the biggest battle and the biggest thing in your life, the challenge or the difficult time of your life is only when you become a mother and when you give birth. I'm not saying it's negative thing, okay? She said you again be reborn with your child. So this is your second life, not your wedding is not your second life. I had told her also. So my first half of my life is over with my husband. Second half of my life is with my husband. She said, no, your second half of your life is with your child. You will become a child with your child, and again you will grow. So I understood that, and after 2 long years, I accepted it's my son, it's my baby, it's me. And I was very happy about it. Then I was fine, I accepted, and all these negative thoughts also had gone away from me. And after that, I started feeling I was so stupid. Why did I even think that my husband would have had someone? Why would my in-laws abandon me because I didn't wanted a boy? I was feeling like, oh God, I have over thought about all these things, which is not a reality at all. So my bonding started very beautifully with my son, and it so happened again, my husband again traveled for a long time. Okay, so one day I was really feeling low. So a friend of mine called me up and she spoke to me and said, hey, listen, it's she was just trying to talk about her relation to me. So I said, it's fine. At least be happy. You have your partner next to you, I'm so alone right now at this point of life. I've become so busy. I had my own business again. So it was my business, my son, his schooling. My life was at the end. So I didn't again have important myself again. I said, I don't have anything. Again, the only motive right now for me is to take care of myself. So it's become like that. I don't even have a person once I come home to make me feel special, or, to give me a glass of water and say, hey, how was your day? This so happened my son overheard it, and he was around 4 years. So every day in the morning, what he used to do, he used to take a glass of water and he used to keep it on the table. Okay, I was like, why is this guy doing it? Maybe he wanted to drink water, he's forgotten, and I used to keep it back. Okay, then after 4 or 5 days, he said, Mama, every day I'm keeping a glass of what's happening? I said, baby, I thought you just wanted to drink and you've forgotten about it. He said, no, Mama, you told that Aarti, that no one is there to give you a glass of water. So I thought I'll do that drop for you. By the time we come back from your school, you will be happy that at least you can drink a glass of water. So I just hugged my son and I started crying. It was like very sweet of
Wow.
him. 4-year-old kid thinking about it was really sweet. So that is
True.
how it just started. And again, with my health issues, I got into yoga. I had thyroid issues, so I got into yoga. So my teacher liked my posture and all, and she motivated me to become a trainer. So it so happened we used to go and train people and all those things. Then, to my surprise, I went to handle a client who was expecting. She was in
Hmm.
her fifth month of pregnancy and she wanted to do yoga to have a normal delivery. But each time I went to that lady's house, she was not happy about something. Okay, so
Hmm.
she was very into doing whatever I said. I said, ma'am, you need to meditate. It's very good for you and for the whatever personal experience I had as a mother, I was sharing with her. She used to just listen, okay, okay. One day it so happened, I think she was staying with her in-laws and her mom also was down with her. She had come down to Delhi or something. So she said, ma'am, today no one is there. Would you mind to me over this cup of coffee? I said, sure, ma'am. And she said, don't worry, it's not about payment. It's fine. I can talk to you. This lady for 1.5 hours or 2 hours, she went on and on and she was crying again. I could feel, she's in my shoes at that point of time.
Hmm.
Same things with her went, depression, irritation, anxiety, all these things. Again, she also said, ma'am, after this baby, I think I'll end my life. I gave up my career for this and no one understands about it. And all. I said, ma'am, it's fine. Generally, I know now, right now, I'm a counselor, so I know we generally don't share out our personal experience of what happened. And at that point of time, again, I felt it's not right to tell her about my personal experience because, again, she might think a lot. This also happened the day it was confirmed I'm expecting my second one. I had HDFC offer in front of my hand. So I just took both the letters to my mom and asked, Mom, left hand I have HDFC offer, right hand it says I'm pregnant. What do you want me to do? She told me very beautifully, see, girl, motherhood is something very special, and everyone would not have it. There's so many ladies out there who don't have kids, and you're blessed to have after a miscarriage. Drop the letter of the left, whatever you have in your left hand, just drop it. Pick up the right hand one and just keep moving on in life. I said, no, but I've struggled for it. She's like, it's okay. This is important at this point of time. Do it. I told her just this. I said, ma'am, it's okay. You can make your career at any point of time. Yeah, maybe out there your colleagues are earning much better than you. But tomorrow when you turn back, you are there for your kid. That is important. That's the best reward. And she listened so beautifully. I think end of her session and before she delivered, she said, ma'am, thank you for that day. It really changed my life. I understand. And, that is when then I came out and thought, one lady changed my life. Okay. And today I'm here to help out so many people. Why don't I get into counseling or any of them and touch a lot of people's heart, or, work at least on one person. So that person can work on many ladies or again another person. That is when I got into counseling. So I started designing myself, or planning my career path in the same way. So I'm into preschool, so that is from 2 to 6 years. Then I'm into prenatal of yoga, so that is again from 0 to 2 years. Then again I got into adolescent counseling, so I'm there till the teen. So that is how I went. I decided in my life, and now when I think about those things, or suddenly when it comes like a flashback when someone discussed with me, I feel I was really dumb and stupid. But yeah, I know. See, my story again too small, or I know it. Every lady undergoes this. Okay, it's no big deal about it. But how we are going to change, how we are going to look at things, is way way important for everybody, right? So
Yes.
tomorrow, there a lot of girls will become mothers and things, or they might feel she's not special anymore to her partner. She's not special anymore to the family. It's absolutely wrong. You are the special one. Because you're special, that's why you are becoming a mother. So that is very, very important out there. I would want to tell all the girls and make them feel really proud. I mean, we should really be proud because we are giving life. I mean, man plays an important role. Yes, no doubt about it. But as a mother, you can create, that's I would want to say. And again, I would also want to add up to this thing. I also was in a thing like only girls take care of parents and girls are there for the family. Actually, again, I want to say I'm really wrong about it. It's as a mother, generally, we have a proverb, it says the mother is the first guru. She teaches you everything, and this everything happens from home because mom spends more time. Like fathers have their own roles to play. Mom plays a very important role, right? So you guide your child. No, there. Tell your sons it's okay. Be good to your sister. Be good to your mother, your aunt, your friends, then naturally he would be good to his wife, right?
Mm.
So that, educate them equally, be it a girl, be it a mom. And I have heard a lot of people saying, Arey yaar, I take care of my parents now. I don't know whether my son or my daughter will take care of me. Please don't tell that. You're wishing again negativity. See, my son would stay with me. My daughter would stay with me. It's fine. And definitely the universe will do that. We are only wishing again negativity. Just wish something positive out there. Be for your kids, stay for your kids, and trust me, kids will really understand you better. They will definitely be with. And see, today that small glass of water is a small instant, right? But how much my son understood about it that I'm feeling lonely. I didn't tell him, I didn't talk to him anything from the 2 to 4 years, but he understood, right? So definitely other kids also would understand because for them, mama is the best. So I
Right.
actually recently also I was just playing around with my son. Okay, so I told him, "Hey, listen, if God comes in front of you and asks, okay, he loves screen time and there is a particular game which he plays. Okay, so I said, hey, listen, if God comes in front of you and say, this mama, I will take. Will give you a new mama who gives you a lot of screen time, who will tell you study less, okay, and don't do anything. Enjoy your life. What do you want to do?" He said, no, mama, I don't want the in a bumper offer. Think about it. You're getting screen time. You can enjoy more, very less of study. He said, Mama, I will get a new mama, no doubt about it. But the thing is, will I get a mom who loves me like you? So I would not get. So that is how it's been for me. So I've enjoyed now from his 2 years. Now he's three. For this 8 long years, I have really enjoyed every bit of my son's growth and his fun and all those things. So at times when he is low, I just, be with him and hold his hand and say, Sid, you remember? This is how you used to say, you used to call me mama. That's how you used to say, but you couldn't pronounce, but you still did. This is how you talk. This is how you felt. This is how, you used to say, don't come close to me. I've just dirtied myself. So, that makes me feel very special that I know him from birth. And he says, I'm your childhood friend. I said, yes. And he says, I'm Papa's childhood friend after I came out of your tummy, but I'm your childhood friend from tummy. So, mommy has the upper hand. So, that is how he explained. This is the
That
journey
is
of motherhood.
that's such a beautiful journey, and it was so like I was just listening. I was not knowing what to say, how to paraphrase all those things, but I was just listening to it, and it's so intriguing and it's so mesmerizing, if I can use that word. Like
Thank you.
uh, the other day when we were talking, I literally had goosebumps, and I'm sure others who would be listening would also might have gotten the feeling or the beauty how you explained and shared everything. Like
Yeah.
it's very it's very unique and beautiful, the journey of motherhood. But at the same time, embracing yourself during those times is also very important. And
Correct.
and I'm so glad that you have learned and grown from your sufferings at those times, and now you are helping others
Yeah.
to make it easier for them. That
Yes.
it can be easier for them to deal. And it's so thoughtful and very, very patient job, I would say,
Yes.
because it definitely takes so much courage. And I really appreciate it about you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I just want to help out as many ladies I can. Whenever I train them and they give these sweet goodies and say, "Ma'am, thank you. Because of you, we had a normal delivery, or because of you, I enjoyed the pregnancy." I say, "See, I'm a little selfish. I don't need this gift, but I want you to pray for me every single day so that I reach out to as many people as I can." I'm very selfish about it. So I said, please pray for me, good health, and I can touch as many people's life I can. Slowly again, I've started counseling with fathers also because it's not again about the mother or about the child or about her. What about the husband or what about the father? What is he undergoing? No one wants to understand that, right? So talking to them, making them feel how special it is, how is he? Because he starts thinking only on the financial part of it. He's like, oh, we were two, now we are three. So I need to take care of that. So slow down. It's fine. When you've decided to have a kid, this will also happen naturally. Be with her, spend time with her. The bonding again starts from there. That is how
Right.
it was. That's how it's been. And I'm enjoying every bit of it. So it's like really nice. So even today, like most of the mothers who have delivered, their kids just call me and they say, "Hi, Auntie, how are you?" It feels really nice. I hardly have seen them growing, or I hardly know their faces, but it's beautiful. That feeling itself is amazing. So now I feel like, okay, that 9 months I'm enjoying it now here. Whenever I go to my clients, I touch their stomach and say, "Hey, baby, mama is fine. Dada is fine. They want you out soon. Please take care of yourself equally and take care of mama." That one kid doom is like amazing. I feel as if, I missed out on all these things, but that lady enjoys it. She says, "Ma'am, truly, this is an amazing feeling. Please don't make it a disease." Pregnancy is not a disease, ladies out there. It is an amazing, it's a beautiful journey. Enjoy it. People have their own equally concern about you because though with the baby, you are see anything happens during your pregnancy, you are going to, have this. You are going to feel later on. So that's why they're concerned about it. Please take it in a positive way. Yeah, this is out of their experience or anything they're going to tell you to take care of yourself. It's not they are right or you're wrong. No. Everyone are right at their point. So always just listen,
Definitely.
follow your heart, enjoy motherhood because that's very special. I mean, we don't know again, like of late with the current situation and all, everyone would say, "Okay, I'm happy with one kid." This 9 months is not going to come. Every year your birthday comes, your anniversary comes, festivals come, but this 9 months is not going to come back to you. So enjoy from the day one till the last day you give birth. I would say that's to all people.
Definitely. So well said. But yes, as you mentioned, the postpartum depression is something which is real, and one
Yeah.
should definitely reach out to someone to at least talk it out, because as we can see that talking is something, because we all know what can be done, what has to be done. But
Yes.
what is most important is that you are so overwhelmed with those emotions at that time that it gets
Right.
difficult for you to take actions. And when you let out that overwhelm, the overwhelmness
Yeah.
gets decreasing and you start taking action for yourself.
Correct,
So,
correct.
right. So
It's better.
on this line, if I may, yeah,
Yeah, sorry.
you were
Yeah,
saying
please go.
something. No, no,
No,
no.
no, please go. It's okay. Sorry, please go ahead.
Okay. So on this line, if I may ask you a question, like when you get enrolled in a counseling sessions, so
Mm-hmm.
what has been the most highlighted point? Like I'm sure that it must have been very difficult for you at that time, right?
Yes.
So, what were the other things that you did, like in the counseling sessions or after the counseling sessions, that you did for yourself to take care of everything around you, take self care or self love? How you learned that?
See, at that point of time, I had, lost my own identity, Sachin, and I had stopped loving myself. As I
Hmm.
told you, I felt, I'm not used to my child because I'm not able to lactate my child. I'm not used to my husband. That's the reason why, I started loving myself. Again, I got back to, getting ready beautifully. There was a point of time I was like, if I pick up this dress, I used to make it a point that no one in my family has the dress. Okay. And again, I used to make it a point if I'm wearing this on the first of the month, it is going to complete after 2 months. I used not
Okay.
repeat myself. That is how it was. I was so conscious. I always wanted to look beautiful. I mean, we don't have that right to look beautiful. Nature has made us. So then I started
Hmm.
loving myself. I went out, I started shopping. I started pampering myself for going to the parlor and all. She said, good, now you worked on yourself. Now work with your child. So small things. Sit with him, spend time with him, take him for the small, on the pram walk, make him see that, see birds, take him out in the park. These small things, and I started bonding with him, feed him, give him small food, fruit, play, just pass the ball. I used to again work on his gross motor skills. So that is where,
Hmm.
making him stand and walk, just keep him mobile on the table and make him, walk. So slowly I started building that bond with my child. And I used to tell my mom, today is a weekend, I will take care of it. You just go and relax. Dad, you just sleep. He's like, no, I think you must be tired. Maybe tomorrow is a Saturday, you can. I said, no, today is Friday. Tomorrow, if I get 2 hours late, get up late, it's fine. So I started again building my relation with my child. And slowly, I noticed, as I told you, he used to run to his sister first. So he's alive,
Hmm.
And slowly he came towards me. He purposely bought things and walk out, He used to come and hug me and he used to give it to me. So that is when I realized my son is working, getting close to me. He's feeling good with me. That is how I
Right.
started doing. And, when I vented out a lot, I started realizing where I was right,
Hmm.
where I was wrong. She didn't do any goal settings. She didn't tell me, she didn't advise me anything. I think,
Hmm.
as I said, this post depression is again not a big problem. We will make it a problem. So once you start talking out to people, maybe that person might advise or might not advise. You start realizing, self realization happens. And
Hmm.
it's like, and I'm not telling counseling is bad, or you talk to just you write it down, you will realize. Let's talk to a person. Maybe that person might just give you a small, it's like that small window is open and you just jump and huge opportunities are there. It's just like that. One small hole leads to a lot of things. So that is how it is. Talk to your mom, talk to your friend, talk to anybody out there, but talk. Please don't keep it in yourself. That is how I would
That
say.
is important. And also, sometimes what I have witnessed most of the time, that when we go to our friends or when we go to someone who are close to us, and when we share, and when we don't share that empathetic feelings about this issue, because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we end up not being heard, not being understood, and that
Mm-hmm.
again starts that question run, like the question chain in our head, like, am I wrong? Is it something wrong with me that I'm thinking this way? Or am I too emotional? Am I too sensitive? Am I not good enough? So
Yeah.
so on this sign, if I may ask, like, as you also have had an experience and you yourself is a counselor, so like
Mm-hmm.
there is still a taboo around mental health. So how would you
Mm-hmm.
explain, or how would you like see it as, like, we can work together to somewhat eradicate or reduce this taboo around mental health? So what are the steps
Uh,
that can be taken?
See, most of them feel they're going to be judged. Okay, so if I
Mm,
talk to this person, as you said, they might not be able to answer, then I'm going to judge us. They'll feel again something is wrong with me. It actually doesn't happen. Be it your friend, okay, be it anybody, they're not judging you. They're actually trying to understand you. So never
mm,
think, if I report or again these why questions. As I told you, one leads to the other. Be it the problem or
mm,
be it the solution. So, like, if you're trying to, how do I say, like, you cooked something, you tried out cooking something first for the first time, you feel something is less, right? So, as soon as you taste, you say, okay, I think the salt is less. I think the spice is less in this. So, that is how
mm,
it's going to help you. So, one leads to the other. Never feel they're going to judge you. They're out
mm.
there to help you. People are out there. A lot of people are out there to help you. I mean, see, again, I
Right.
would appreciate you girls. You have come up with a beautiful platform where, again, you're just listening to me. Whatever I shared right now, people who are viewing are going to just listen to us. They're not judging me out there, or you're not judging me at this moment. You're trying to understand so that we can help. So,
Mm.
this is how it go, I would say. You know, never feel they're
That's
going to judge.
right.
And even
That's
again, these
true.
why questions come into you. Definitely, these why questions come into you. I would not say why questions don't come into you, but slowly, maybe not today or a day or so, you will start realizing it. Even now, when I
Right.
feel there is something very difficult for me, I'm not able to handle it, I just write it down. I'm angry, I'm
Mm.
frustrated, I just write it. And at that moment, I just write it and I close it. So after maybe 2 or 3 days, when I'm out of that emotion, when I'm out of those things, I just look into it and I discuss with any of them whom I know. It could be my dad, it could be my husband, it could be, it's not, if I'm angry on you, I don't discuss it with you because you have your own point of view of saying it. I have my own point of view of saying it. So I don't discuss
Right.
with you. So I discuss with the person who knows both of us. So, she's being very neutral. So they're not taking your side, they're not taking my side, but they're being very honest and telling us this. Oh, that time you why questions I started answering. So even like
Mm.
right now, I stay in an apartment. So I hardly know people, okay, but they know I'm a counselor. They don't even introduce themselves or they don't tell I'm from this flat. Okay, they just come and say, "Can we just go on the terrace? Can we just go to the lawn and talk?" And all. So when they're talking to me, I
Mm.
just look into them. See, right now I feel you're being very thinking too much over it. Just give it a day's time and do it. So I generally don't save these ladies' number. So when they've worked on it, when they feel good, just that one thing I've given in their head, I put the seed in their head. Think about it right now,
Right.
what you're doing. It just works beautifully with them. And then after a day or so, or after a week or so, they say, "Thank you so much. It was very nice talking to you. You helped us to work on our." So I think that is there. That's how it goes.
That is right. Giving them the space to work on themselves.
No. See, again, I feel these people don't come, to us very specially because they are also equally smart. Okay. Again, they just want a person to just listen. They
Right.
don't, we are not judging them out there or we are not giving them the advice or any suggestions or anything. Just listen to them, and trust me, your 90% of your counseling is done. You don't need
Right.
to even tell them anything. They just talk, 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 and it's really they feel really big mountain is away from. So that's the
True.
thing.
That's right. Like talking in itself is considered a therapy.
Yes. I would also add on to this to say, three T's are very important in everybody's life. That is your touch, time, and talk. When I
Mm.
say, it is just that be happy. You just hold a person's hand and you'll feel when you're low, just hold someone's hand and you'll feel good. Give time to yourself. I mean, this it's very busy. We have our own commitments, we have everything, but give time to yourself. You will be able to understand. Talk
True.
to as many people. You might be dumb at that moment or it's not making sense to that person, okay, but it is really good. You come out of a lot of things. At times, I tell few of my colleagues, when they say, "Ma'am, how do I talk?" I mean, no one said. I said, do one thing. We have such a beautiful thing on WhatsApp. To your number only, just record it and send whatever you want to talk. Just record
Right.
that thing and just put it over there. I'm still talking to someone. It could sound very dumb to few people. They might think I'm asking them to imagine someone and do no. But this therapies work very beautifully with most of my clients.
Right.
Again, they say, yes, ma'am, no one was there to advise me. No one said, hey, look, I want to tell you something. When we are talking to friends, also consider about us. They say, "No, it was really beautiful for me." So after 2 or 3 days, just listen to what you have spoken. And you can find that loop and start again working on yourself. Beautiful with most of them. I know it.
Very true. Very truly said. Like
Yes.
journaling in itself is very powerful. Like it can, like if we do it rightly, like it can definitely take off so much from your mind. And
Yeah,
if if there is if we are not able to find someone to talk to,
correct.
and like if I ask, like if apart from journaling, if
Mm-hmm.
someone has to reach to mental professional and they still
Mm-hmm.
has this thing that there is no problem with me, why should I reach a professional? Like because the first thing that comes to our mind, like I want to see some professional, be it psychologist or anybody. um,
Mm-hmm.
is it like there is some problem with my mind? Am I mental? Like this is the first question that either we ask ourselves or the people around us question.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you see it as, like if someone has to reach out to a mental health professional?
Mm-hmm.
So how do they see it as?
Yeah, definitely. As I told you, when a friend first time told me, go to this organization, this, and I said, am I mad? Do I look like a mentally retarded person? But, it comes. 900% people get this thought. Okay, fine. If you
Right.
feel again, you said, if you feel this is not right. See, I also do one thing. Okay, so I basically write out mails. Okay, so I just address it as my. Okay. So whatever,
Mhm.
again, I am back to journaling and all those things. I just go on typing and doing it that way. And one day or the other, that person would realize that I need other person to talk to me, and they would come out to you. And I think right now, this mental awareness has become so beautiful, and there's so many organizations. As I said, this telephonic counseling happens, email counseling happens. Anything of this sort, pick it up. It's just
Right.
that you have to put in that effort. You have to
Hmm.
understand if whatever issues or whatever things I had with others, I started working on myself and I forgive them. See, my dad always says, forgive, but don't forget what has happened in your life. So if you're not able to make peace out for yourself and get out of it, you'll not be happy at all. You'll not be able to make peace with anybody. Everyone is wrong with you at that point of time. And it's like a thin thread. If the thread is gone, it's gone. So again, you'll stop trusting. You yourself are not working on yourself. You're more getting into the shell. So
Hmm.
it's always better first feel okay, people are going to judge you, people are going to do something. Start journaling it. That's when you will feel peace. If it's not working out for you, reach out to people. And no one is not no, I mean, especially as counselors, we don't judge you. We never
Hmm.
judge you. I mean, at one point of time, it so happens once you move out, you will be very happy to have a good friendly relation and all. Or else I'm a stranger to you, it's still fine. It's okay. Whatever you said, it was only in those days, it was between you and me. That's it. No one even
Right.
knows what you spoke. So that's the
Definitely
thing. Right now, I think after COVID, mental awareness has become very, very important for everybody.
true. And it's so unfortunate that such a event was required to had this kind of mental health awareness. But um, for this kind of awareness, it's fortunate because it was very much needed.
Yes, that's really true. Yeah. I mean, please don't be scared. You are not, mentally sick, wrong again from your end. Because always there is two sides of the coin. One is the right, one is the wrong. So always look at it the right way. As I said, if you only help yourself, your life will be really, really beautiful. If you forgive
Right.
yourself, forgive others, again your life is going. It's again in your hand how you want it to be. See, we can decide or things on Excel. This is what I'm going to do in the next 5 years. This is what I want to do for. But how much are you thinking about yourself? You are special. You are very important to yourself. Forget about others. You might be, very special to your dad, mom, to your partner, siblings, to someone. And I always believe we are here for a reason. And we are very lucky ones, or we are the very special ones. We have everything, we have two eyes, two hands, two legs. This is really special. I mean, really, the ones who don't have any one part also are doing wonders today in the world, right? So,
Right.
someone is a painter, someone is an RJ, someone is an, I think even we know about the Facebook person, right? Mark,
Yeah.
how is he? So what he's made, he's changed the entire world. So when those people can make a difference in so many people's life, I think even you can make a lot
Definitely.
of change in anybody's life. You are here for a reason. Definitely God has sent us for a reason. I'm a true believer of that. So maybe
Right.
he sent me, and maybe he's made me realize that okay, this was what at this point of time this happened to your life. So you're here today to help other ladies out there. So that's
Right.
why I got it. So maybe that was a self realization. So you don't know what's the realization you might have. You know,
Definitely.
that's the thing I would
True.
say.
Very truly said. And uh, I myself got so many like thought-provoking ideas, and the feeling of having such
Mhm.
a conversation is something that it is difficult to express in words because um, though I have not experienced it myself, but
Mhm.
somewhere we all can relate because we have seen our mothers sharing these,
True.
sharing their experiences of their journey during these
Mhm.
times, and now listening to yours, it's somewhat very beautiful, and most of the women out there can relate or will
Yes,
relate in future.
correct.
And it's so empowering to listen to such a wonderful experience because you have worked on yourself so much and now helping so many out there to work on themselves. Because at
Yeah,
the end, all that matters is how we are utilizing our experience for making it easier for others.
that's right.
So that is kudos to you for doing that.
Thank you. But yeah, I mean, I feel again, my reason is this. My life is being for this. So
Yeah.
this is what should have happened, or this could have happened to anybody else, as I said. I'm not special. See, tomorrow there another lady who gets married will undergo all these things. No big deal about it. But how are you going to handle it?
Mm.
Because as I said, we are the creators. Okay, we are the Brahmas. Because Brahma is the person who creates all of us. Okay, it's as a mother, you are there for your kid. Be for your kid. And trust me, it really, really works. It's only we think, Arey yaar, kuch nahi hota hai," but our job is we have delivered. See, because since I said I'm in a preschool again, I have a lot of mothers who come and say me, or a lot of fathers who come and say, and I had big plans for the family I wanted to have. Or they say, ma'am, I was in one point of time of my career, and because of the kid I have done. Please don't say that. Every child is special. Because again, I go and train these ladies who conceive naturally. But again, with this IV treatment, I'm not here telling they are wrong. Okay, IV or any other thing is wrong. It's all again up to the individual how they want to take it. Okay, imagine the struggle you're going, and please don't plan. Don't get- I've got married now. It might, I will take another 4 years or 5 years to have kids. I'm not being again a motherly figure or a Benji type who's telling, okay, this is them. Please allow your body to have everything naturally. See, our periods happen naturally. right? So no one can stop it. Right? It's good. They say when the blood flows out, it's very good. The blood is going. So we are hygiene. We are for the next 28 days or 48 days. We women are hygiene. We are healthy enough. We are strong enough again, right? So it's the same way. So don't sit and plan out there. Everything needs to happen naturally. Your body says it. Body gives you an indication, and enjoy it, please, ladies. Really, especially, I have done that mistake. I accept it. This one of your colleague, Pranjal, told me this. When you speak about this, Shweta, maybe a day would come when your son would watch this video. How would you feel about it? I said, see, Pranj, I have decided I am going to talk to this, I'm going to talk about this to my son because today he's the best son any mother would love to have. I'm not telling this because he's my son. Okay. He's the best son. I mean, he's the best brother. I mean, all his cousins love him. Everybody says, they say like, whatever your mom says is like the final verdict for you. It's been like that. He's been a very sweet son. But what's the use? Tomorrow he can't be a sweet father or an amazing husband, right? So as a mother, that is also equally important. So when at times when someone question me, why is that you're troubling the child to do all these things? I say, please don't say it's a trouble. It's definitely not a trouble. I'm educating, I'm helping my child to be independent. If he has to fold his clothes, it's fine. See, this also so happened. I was feeling very guilty that as this counseling sessions went, and slowly I started realizing how important it is to be a mother. And I felt, okay, if I'm going and working out there tomorrow, my son shouldn't hate me for this. Mama is working. But again, my mom said, see, when you were a kid, you always saw me at home. Okay. And for you, mama is in the kitchen. She's there to give me, she's there to, she's there for papa, she's there for grandparents. But you have a son. Okay. It's not a daughter. I'm making it very clear. You have a son. Tomorrow, what if he gets married and his wife is going to work, right? So he should tell why. He might get a girl who's earning more than him. Again, he should feel bad about it. And when you're working and like right now, you are not staying with your in-laws. You people are separate, right? They are staying in another city. But both of you work. Are you able to manage all alone the entire thing? No, right? Your husband is also a maid. Just acknowledge, even a cup of tea, if he's preparing for you, one work is reduced for you. So prepare your son like. So tomorrow, that girl should feel that I'm not come to my mother-in-law's house. I have come to my mom's house. This is my mom's house. So naturally, she will give her to her family. So I would say that, don't differentiate. अरे यार मेरे को बेटा हो गया. I should have had a girl, or I have a girl. I should have, I should have had a son. No, they are equally important. They're equally special. Treat both of them. You know, I don't blame. See, in the olden days, people always felt girls are meant to be at. My grandmom used to always tell my dad, why are you educating your daughters so much? It's fine. Tomorrow, if they have to go home and cook or to wash vessels, degree is not important. Life skills are important. This is what she used to tell my dad because she came, her upbringing was like that. And I don't blame her. Though my dad, he used to tell very beautifully, he said, my daughters are not going to do that. My daughters will study. And they will study what they want to study. I'm not going to restrict them from that. They will help as many people as they can. And today it's the same thing. And I think that's the best thing I can give to my parents. As a kid, I used to always think, okay, my dad is all this. Okay, tomorrow I'll also build a house for them. I will buy a car for him. All these are just materialist things. If I'm making proud of what I am today, that's the best gift I can give it to my parents. And trust me, when we all this, and please talk to your kids. I'm not telling about the financial things. Please make them understand how important each person is in your life. You might not like that person. It's fine. That is your relation with that person. But don't make that your kid. Don't poison your kid about them. I've seen that also with a lot of parents. Okay, I don't like my sister-in-law. I don't like my co-sister. My kid should not go over there. What is that you're teaching? Don't do that. Your relation is different. Your child's relation with that person is different. You're no one to stop. Again, those relations have happened through you or through someone, but it is a relation. Each relation is important. Tomorrow, the slowly the kids start building that, okay, I don't like this person, I don't like my wife's sister or my wife's brother, I'm not going to talk, or I don't like my husband's sister or my. This is what you're doing. Please don't do that.
Right. Giving
As a
them the space to form relationships on their own.
see, they are smart enough, yeah. I mean, like they're not like us or anything. Kids are very smart. They know
Right.
everything. They understand everything. Okay. So
Definitely.
at times, if 5 minutes when I'm late for something, okay, it was a forceful job, but you have to do is what my son says. Okay, so they are very smart right now. So allow them to be their own judge. Don't do helicopter parenting, please. To some extent,
Important.
it's definitely good, but not. They would not like it. Tomorrow, when we grow old, we don't know what it is for us, what it's there for us. What if they start helicoptering us? We might not like it. Always we have that like, okay, I am the mother, I am the father, so why should I listen to my kids? Why should kids listen to us then? And I would
True.
always say, be it motherhood, fatherhood is an internship, people. It's definitely an internship. It's not a, don't consider it as a job that, okay, my job is done, I've given birth to them. Okay, my job is done, I'm giving them education. My job is done, I'm giving them basic necessities. No, it is an internship. You grow as a father, you grow as a mother with your kids and enjoy that every bit of it. I mean, I would say, most of them say, Are yaar, what is this COVID which has come? It's irritating, it's annoying. I mean, all of us out there have got a beautiful opportunity to be with our kids, with our family. Again, to be with our parents. How much do we spend time with our parents after wedding? I have this question to lot many people. And to be very honest, my in-laws stay in my we talk we they do it. At least my husband know how they are they safe, are they fine?
Shweta, I
I
think
make it a point,
I'm
my son talks to them. He's happy. That is the thing. This COVID thing has actually made us realize the importance of life. The people who are dying out there, I mean, every single day I think I get a message like the parents are dead, the kid is all alone, anyone out there for adoption. Imagine, we are lucky with our family. Just that the newborn kid has no one today. Because grandparents are pretty old, they can't take care of the kid. So the kid is all
right.
alone to adopt. So we are very lucky. So make the maximum of this. Enjoy your parenthood, every bit of it. We are very special because I know those ladies who really cry who don't have kids. How they are again being treated by the society that, yes, this is how it is for you. You are very unlucky, you are a curse. These are the words which are being used by the society and the family. We are very lucky. And we have our
Right.
parents with us. It's the best thing can happen. And I would also say we have like, the option of choosing, right? We choose, I want this job, I want this dress, I want this. This cannot be chosen again. Okay.
Hmm.
Again, I want a daughter, I want a son. But again, that's not my choice. Kids again are God's given gift. And motherhood
Truly.
is really, really a blessing. Because when I lost my first one, that is when I realized what it is to lose a life. We feel so bad if a tree is cut on the road. We feel so bad if a dog is dead on the street. Just imagine your part of your body is gone. It's not there. And when that person, and there are parents who are over obsessed with their kids. If the kid falls, oh, this is something big happened. No, then it's fine. I mean, they all grow like that. How, how do you know? I mean, these labor kids just grow on the road. Imagine the cement work is happening, the building is being constructed, the dust. They are much healthier than us. They're much healthier than our kids, right? Please don't be,
Hmm.
over possessive mom or a dad. It's fine. What has to happen naturally again with the child's development will happen. Just
Right.
take care of them. That is important. But all this, I feel over things is too much. Don't do it. So I have seen two
And
sets of parents again. The
yeah,
ones who
after
are,
this,
yeah, the
yeah,
ones who are
after
really concerned about it, ones who are logic about it. So balance it. Just balance it. Unless and until the salt and the masalas and the mirchis equally fallen, the dish is amazing. If that one
yeah,
ingredient is missing, the dish is gone. The best dish is gone. Even Sanjeev Kapoor's dish will spoil if things ingredients are not.
true, true.
Everything, mother, everything is the same. Give it the right thing at the right.
That's true. After listening to this experience, I feel that motherhood is a journey that is unique to every mother. And
Yes.
like it's so I don't know how to explain it, but it's definitely um, worth every suffering or pain when you have the magic of nature in front of you.
Yeah.
So it's
See,
definitely
again,
good.
yes, definitely. See, anything, be it a cesarean or a normal, a mom is reborn. The lady is really, but trust me, I've heard a lot, from so many people saying this. The sleepless nights or the amount of kick or the amount of movement in the body, I was not able to sleep. Like after 8 months, your back starts hurting, your foot starts hurting, all these things. But the moment you hold your child in your hand is an amazing feeling. No one would get
Right.
that. And you forget all this pain, trust me. You will even forget that someone has cut open your body and you've delivered. So all this, you can enjoy that moment, enjoy every bit of it. Na? So very important, right? So
True.
that's the thing.
Absolutely. Like,
Yeah.
it's such a beautiful conversation, and like it was marvelous. Like,
Thank you. Thank you so
short of
much. Now,
words, but
yeah.
it was
As
amazing.
I just want to be there out for people. Hope today's session would really help out at least one person out there to come out and talk for themselves.
I'm sure.
Stand for yourself. If you can do that, and trust me, your life will be amazing. It's just a cakewalk after that. If you feel, oh God, I'm a mother, and this is very natural. Yes, it is natural. Being depressed after delivery is natural. It's fine. Again, that is also a part of it. But please, 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 concentrate on yourself. Be for yourself. That is when you will be the best mother, the best father.
Right.
Understand the ladies at that point of time. I mean, understand the men also at that point of time. We are just talking about, myself, and I have also never happened to talk. See, now it's making me realize I've never happened to talk to my husband about it. How was it for him at that point of time? What is that
Right.
he's also equally under pressure. He's also equally feeling low because suddenly his wife has taken the back seat. He's again in the driver's seat. So talk to them to make them feel special. They are equally important. I mean, naturally, when these two souls come together, only you become a parent, right? It's not only
Right.
about us. We need to talk to them, understand what they're going, and also slowly start educating your family. Okay, this is how it's going to be. Maybe my role might take a little, slows down. Hope you can do it. That is when it works very beautifully for you, or else it would not.
Truly.
So that is how it is. Yeah. Thank you so much
Absolutely.
for the opportunity at times, you and the team for giving me this wonderful opportunity to speak. I mean, those my first session out there to talk something about it, but I really enjoyed it.
It was absolutely our pleasure to have you here, and thank you so much for agreeing to do it and coming and sharing your wonderful experience. I'm sure so many people out there who are watching, who will be watching later, might
Mhm.
at least have something that will give them a ray of hope, or that can like ignite a spark within themselves to at least work on themselves. Like, it is very important that we start loving ourselves first. Like,
Yes.
then only it would be very much easier that we can give the love to others.
Yes.
And
Yes.
it's definitely something to learn from you,
Thank you
how
so
you
much.
have worked on
Yeah.
yourself. So it was
Love
so
yourself.
lovely talking to you.
Yeah, I know.
You were
Love
saying
yourself.
something.
Yeah, sorry. Love yourself, and trust me, everything will be fine with you. The day you stop loving yourself, it's literally it's the end of everything. So please love yourself. It's
Absolutely.
very then only you'll be able to make peace, you'll be able to love anybody. And the ones like me who have already delivered, who have undergone all this and feel it was a please don't stop there. Because
Right.
it's maybe your child right now could be 4 years, 10 years, 18 years, but still they are going to stay with you. Right? So please work on it. So don't stop over there. Then just work on it, and at least the next set of years you are with them or they're going to be with you, enjoy it. Because everyone has their own journey again. So at least, tomorrow your daughter or your son might not do any of the mistakes, might not repeat this, and another Shweta would not be out there, right? So if we are, we are helping out, please go ahead and help out them. You can be your best counselor. You can be your best judge. Trust me. So always, see, my father has a very important role in most of my things. He always tells me this. You be the lawyer, you be the opponent lawyer, you be the judge. Things will work beautifully for you. Have a lawyer who talks for you, have a lawyer who talks against you, and have the judge who can take a neutral decision. So please be that. Will be able
That's
to do.
beautiful.
Most of the times, I think, okay, today, apart from me counseling others, I think, Arey, yaar, I need counseling sessions. So when I start talking to myself,
Um,
jotting it down, so I know something is always for me, against me, and I put all those, and then it works better for me. So that's always
right.
there. Be your own judge, be your own counselor. And still, if you feel it's not helping you out, then reach out to any one of us. We are always there for you. We are not judging
Definitely.
you. Definitely not judging you. Please, people, understand that counselors or psychologists never judge you. They're always there to help you. And there are
Right.
such beautiful stories out there to help you out. I mean, it really takes so much, to be for someone. You can be for others, you can be for yourself, but to be for a stranger out there is really an amazing. I mean, produce to all those people, really, all the counselors or psychologists, whoever that. Yes, we are paying for the sessions, we are not paying for the sessions over there, but at least they're there to listen. Right? They're talking to you. They're there for
Right.
you till you feel that okay, you can walk. I think there is a very famous story out there. I know most of you would know, but I would want to end it, in today's session with that. A man who's walking on a seashore, he also finds a footprint with him. So he turns back and sees it's God. Okay, so he's very excited. He's very happy about it. Okay, even God is walking with him, so he's very brave whatever he's doing. But after some time, he sees that only his footsteps are there. God's footsteps is not there. So he questions God. God, why are you not there? You were there with me, right? But now all of a sudden, where did you go? He says, "My dear child, I'm carrying you. So it's not your footsteps; it's my footsteps." So it's the same way with the counselor. He or she is just helping you sail through this journey. It could be
Right.
difficult today. At that point of time, my problem was very big to me. I never saw
Mm.
anybody else's problem. I mean, whenever we are in problem, it's always big for me. It's as big as an iceberg, right? But
Right.
it's actually as small as a seed when we listen to others' story. So when we really feel that is when you realize that yeah, मेरे story तो बहुत छोटा है. It's fine. It's okay. That's
Right.
okay. And problems do come to us. It doesn't come to trees. It doesn't come to animals. It comes to human beings. And God has made us very strong. And He's shaped us also so beautifully that we can fight. I mean, God tests those people who are really strong. And He's actually making you strong.
Right.
Yeah. And
Definitely.
when I underwent this depression, there were so many people who didn't stand by me, who didn't understand me. But today I look at them as a sandpaper. They were there to shape me out. They were today. That's why I'm a beautiful person. I'm able to help out. So be there,
Right.
right? So all those people, if you have a problem with your in-laws, you have a problem with your parents, you have a problem with your boss, your colleagues. just look at them as sandpapers. They're just shaping you. To make a
Right.
diamond, there goes lot of process, right? Heat, cold. Then that is when it shines out. That is when it stands out. That is when people buy it. So it's like that. And these all these people are heat, cold, they're shining. What you shine out one day, and you're actually you need to look more at your enemies than your friends because they are the ones who
Right.
really make you strong. Really,
Absolutely.
friends. I don't say friends are not there. Friends are always there. They are ones who understand, but your enemy understands you better. The toughest to toughest person will always make you stand out. Not the one who say, "Arey yaar, you have done a good job." The hardest people in your life will always make you stand out. And that is what it's there
Right.
today. So I thank each one of them. I mean, each one of them have been an angel for me. They're not the devils, they're not the demons. They're the angels, I would say. They made me strong. See, if at that point of time people had not made me feel like, no, we want a son, we don't want a daughter. But they made me realize what I was always in that myth that, okay, only daughters are there for parents. No, men is also playing a role, right? He is working for the yes. We are there cooking, we are serving our in-laws, we are serving our parents, whatever it is. But what about the things, the ingredients, the basic things which the man provides to the house? So he's also equally important. So don't
Absolutely.
differentiate. That is how I.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful realization that both are
Yeah.
equal
Both are
and
important. That's how
both are
it is.
equally special.
Yeah.
Right.
So when
So,
Mother Nature made this like that, Mother Nature has made women like this. So who are we to judge that girls are best or boys are best, right?
definitely. Definitely.
Who has decided that men has to work? They are the stronger ones who will provide for. I mean, women are there. There are so many households where women are running it, right? But someone is running, right? Without either one of them, it could not. They said without one small ingredient, it would not work. So we are no one to judge. It's a boy, it's very important. It's a girl, it's important. No, both are equally important. Educate both of them. Talk to both of
Um,
them the importance of things. So tomorrow she might be a good daughter-in-law. She might be a good daughter, a sister. He might be a good father. He might be a good son-in-law. He might be a good son. Don't judge. Don't say I'm best. Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's
So it
there.
was so lovely talking to you, Shweta, and
Thank
so
you so much.
wonderful listening to your story and the experience that you have had.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you so much for coming and sharing your experience with us today.
Thank you. I thank the team really for giving me this opportunity. I mean, again, thanks is again a small word because I really want to touch so many people's hearts, help as many people as I can because God has given me that, and I'm very happy about it. I'm special now. That's how I look at
Absolutely.
it. I'm very proud of it that I'm there to help out people. Don't think it's I'm going to charge or I'm not going to be of any help. The maximum I can do, I will definitely do.
Right.
So
Definitely. Because at the end, that's what's more important than anything else.
yeah. The
So
only thing I expect in return is please praise me so I have good health and I can help as many people as I can. So that way I'm a little selfish.
I'm sure you will. I wish you all the best for all the women you will be touching, like you will be impacting in near future. So
Hmm.
thank you for coming today.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Thank you.
Bye bye. Take care.
Bye. Take care.
So it was a lovely experience of Shweta, and it was so wonderful and marvelous to listen to her experience. And if you have also listened, do let us know your views. And if you also have something, a experience that has been a learning experience for you, do reach out to us. We would be more than happy to have you here as our guest to make your experience impact lives out there. So thank you. Keep supporting. Bye bye.